Hello, Dr. Rasmussen. My name is Sajid Abekon. Hereby, I am doing my senior project presentation video for you. My milestone one was to learn AutoCAD and design the electrical and power as well as a lighting system on Climate Surgical Center. After meeting with Philip, he said that I need to learn AutoCAD inside and out, so it'll be helpful for my project. So I came back to work where I work at Williams, and I talked to my manager, Max Cadden, and asked, is there any way I can get into the electrical drawing department so I can learn AutoCAD? At the same time, he said we were looking for somebody to get engaged with electrical drawings for AutoCAD. So you'll be a great candidate. So I got the opportunity to learn about AutoCAD. They sent me to about 2 weeks training, roughly about 80 hours, basically getting to know how the layout works on AutoCAD, and especially on AutoCAD electrical is a little bit different than the civil notations. So I'm in a civil right now, so something happened. So all over here is what we can see is different text and different formats for different lines that we do, different if it's a generator or a transmission line, you have to have a certain amount of different lines. So this is one of the projects that I'm working on right now for Williams, which is a gas flow diagram. So now let's go back to the main AutoCAD. This is my final finished project on Climate Surgical Center power plant. So here, if you look and let me zoom in. Here on yellow, it is shows it's mounting. Basically, it's the distance that was noted at mounting height, distance, and the circuit numbers are all marked on yellow. And the light blue, right where we see here, is the outlets and panels. So it'll be easy to see this is one of the surgical rooms. So all in yellow, it talks about the mounting height and the distance and the circuit number that associated with it. So dark blue wires indicates the wiring. In between you will see some red around here. Those are all fire alarms wiring. So what I did is I dissected it into quadrants and tackle one quadrant at a time. So this is how I put everything together. I made it like 4 or 5 drawings in each section. So I tackled it section at a time. So once I finished all the sections, I put it together in a one big drawing. So which we'll see here is this guy for the final finished AutoCAD project for the power wiring diagram. Next challenge was to design the lighting plan. So I did the same thing. I dissected it into smaller sections and start working on the lighting panel. So the information when I was doing it, I had to look through code books, several code books, especially the NFPS 70E. I heavily used that on doing the design. All I got was a couple of instructions saying this is how the room is laid out. It's a PDF file that I saw, and nothing was on it. Has a little bit dots on it, so I had to create everything on AutoCAD. Again, the yellow talks about the distance, circuit number, and mounting height. Blue indicates the wiring diagram. So after I was finished with the lighting system, my next challenge was to do the one-line design. So which I really liked, enjoyed. It's very much similar for the software program that I'm very similar for, which is the SKM. Pretty much goes on the same scale. So as over here is we have a 12 by 12 gutter, and we have a 30 amp breaker here, and the line comes down. And then we have as an example here, we have a 15 kVA transformer, delivers power to the next section. So this is the final finished project of one line diagram for power. And on the very first drawing that I showed you, which shows on red, it is the fire alarm system. So right here we can see the fire alarm system for the whole surgical center, how it's wired and how it's set up. So in order for me to get everything done, this is what I got from Philip. So each one is talks about specifically, let me go zoom in here, panel schedule. So each panel I had to look through here and understand, okay, what panel is this EC, and what is the voltage on there, and what's the enclosure, and goes through the remarks and then fill in the blanks, kind of fill in the blanks, drawing it in AutoCAD. So that is my part, learn about AutoCAD and design the electrical system as well as the lighting system and the one line diagram, which I have completed. I didn't really, I lost track of hours after like 250 hours of working on it. I kind of lost track. So hopefully this will be up to your satisfaction about me learning AutoCAD and doing the design on AutoCAD for the Clyman Surgical Center. Thank you.